Hey everyone, hope you're having a wonderful day today. Today is going to play off of last week's video. Last week I showed you guys clutches number 8 and clutch number 9 to kind of show them off in preparation for having clutch number 8 listed onto Morph Market. Today I'm going to be showing you how I use Husbandry.pro to actually list everything on to Morph Market. It's a fantastic tool and makes my life a lot easier when it comes to creating the listings. So if this is something that interests you, stick around. I'm Jack, and you're watching Python Addiction. Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today. So today I'm going to be talking about how I use the Husbandry.pro to sync things with Morph Market for my Morph Market listings. It's a very simple process. It does require that you have a subscription to Husbandry.pro at an appropriate level to have this particular feature. So if you're not a subscriber to Husbandry.pro, please use my affiliate link that is listed right here. As this video is not sponsored by them, I just have the affiliate, and you'll get 30 days free of any of the levels that they offer. So if you want to give this a try out, you're more than welcome to. So I'm going to switch right over to what I'm talking about there, and you'll see that we're going to be talking today about a feature that is included with the public sales listings. And this particular feature is going to be under their third party data, and it's going to be a Morph Market export. Yes, they actually have a export feature already available for us as users to be able to use. And you'll be able to select, as you can see on the screen here, I have lots of different ones. I'm going to be talking about clutch number 8, which we talked about last week. So I'm going to do a search 23C08 to pull up those animals that I already have listed. Now I already have these animals set up. They all have their pricing. They all have a base descriptor that's in there. They have their animal IDs, which is how I track everything. So all of this information is going to be exported right out of Husbandry.pro, and you're going to get an email. So once you're ready with setting up your animals and setting up their sales, which I'm not going to go into today, that'll be in a different video, you'll be able to get to this particular, use this tool and actually have these animals available for export. But I'm going to export them by selecting all of the ones that I want to export and then click export. When I click export, it's going to prompt me with a little banner that says to check my email in a couple of minutes. And what I am going to get, and I'm looking over at my other side of things here, is you're going to get this type of an email when you click on export. That email is going to have the link to actually download a comma delineated file that you'll be able to edit, and you're going to need some type of spreadsheet software. I personally use Excel, but you can use like the Google version, or you can use numbers in on the Mac. So there's a couple of different pieces of software that you can use. It's something that'll edit spreadsheets. So we're going to get a spreadsheet that looks something like this. And I have already done some editing on this particular spreadsheet, but I did a little bit of highlighting of the fields that I did some editing. And when you export things from Husbandry.pro, it fills out a lot of information very quickly, which is really nice when it comes to if you have a lot of animals that you're doing, that a lot of that information you're not going to be re-entering or needing to edit or look up or anything like that. It's right there. One of the things that you're going to have to change, and this is something that when you're on Morph Market itself, and we're going to kind of go over to their site. When you go to their animal section, when you're on your account there and you click on import, you're going to get to this type of a page here, and it's going to give you a listing of a lot of the different supported fields that we're going to be talking about in the actual spreadsheet that we're going to be importing on that side of things. So we'll go back to that spreadsheet itself. So the title is going to be the title of the listing. I change that for each animal. It's going to be by default when you export it, it's going to be the same as the animal ID. So you're going to have to make that edit for each individual field. The next thing that I change is the visibility. It's going to say public by default. I change it to unlisted, and the reason why I change it to unlisted is so I can make additional edits on Morph Market site before the listing actually goes live. I don't want the listing to immediately go live until I have made all of the appropriate changes and added photos, etc. So I changed the visibility to unlisted. The next thing that I add, and you do not have to add this if you don't want to, but I add a group ID, and I group ID all of the babies to their clutch number and the season that they are by default. This just makes life a little bit easier when you're searching particular animals on Morph Market site. You can actually search by the group ID automatically, so it makes categorizing and organization a very, very quick thing to do. The other thing that I do, and this is under photo URL, I actually remove all of the data that's in these cells because with Husbandry.pro, it only links the first photo that you have on each animal. And I like to put 3 or 4 photos per animal on the Morph Market, so I'll upload those photos directly using the Morph Market system to get the photos uploaded. So I just delete the URL data that is associated with each photo here. I do, however, add, if I have it available, the YouTube video that I have, like last week's video is this link right here. I will add that, as that'll actually link the YouTube video to the Morph Market listing, which is a really, really nice thing to do. The next thing that you can edit, and this is already included by default on the export from or from Husbandry.pro for this file for Morph Market, but you can add to it. This will be the description that shows up on the actual Morph Market listings themselves. We can kind of go to one of those listings so I can show you there. Let's go to my store real quick, and we'll go to this listing. So what that description section is it's going to be this information that's right here that we're listing in that particular description file. So in that field right there. So it's just standard text. You can put whatever text you need to in that description, and it can be for each individual animal differently. The next thing that I edit is the minimum and maximum shipping. I change that for all of them accordingly, just to make sure that it's already there for each individual listing, so I don't have to type that information in on Morph Market side. The last thing that I change is the is negotiable. And I change that from, it's normally T for true, I change it to firm price. And it makes life a little bit easier for me, so I don't have to change everything over one by one on Morph Market's site. So now we're going to go back to Morph Market's site or things here, and what we're going to do is we're going to get to that import section, and this is going to be the section that we're talking about here. And when you import that file, it's going to look like this. It's going to be a whole bunch of text, and you can see we'll use this very last line here. It's going to be for number 8, number 10 for the actual ball python that we're talking about right here. And it gives all of the information. Each individual section is separated by a comma. And you'll see the link, and it was produced, live mouse. So all of this information is going to get imported. And these are already imported for me, so I'm going to go right back to animals, and you're going to see them right here. So once you click on import, the animals will automatically get listed right in your animals section. And because I removed the pictures, the picture URL, there's going to be no pictures here. And that's again because I want to upload pictures individually for each one. And I'll show you just for example number 3 here, how everything is set up when you look at everything. It's going to have the maturity is all, there's the description. Again, I have it set to unlisted by default, so it's not public, so nobody can see these listings yet, and that's what I want. The firm price is automatically set there. All of the shipping, minimum and maximums, are all automatically filled in, and everything else. An offspring group, this is the group ID. What this does is this helps me to actually attach it, because I will add in as one of my last steps is I'll add in pictures of the mother and the father. So when you go to my listings on my page, you can actually see the mother and the father for the clutch that I'm doing, and actually have some of that extra information available. But the only thing that I need to do is upload my images. And this is clutch number 3. So I'm going to go for number 3. And I'm going to go with all of these photos. And depending on your subscription level for Morph Market, you'll have different levels of the number of photos that you can apply to it. I'll move things around accordingly. I like that one. I don't want that photo. And we'll move that one here. So you can adjust your photos accordingly. Click on save. It'll automatically save everything there. And once you're done for your listings, you can literally click on the listings. I'm not going to click on them all, but you can make them go visible just by a bulk action, changing the status, and switching it to public. Once you save it, those animals will go live and those listings will be available. It's that simple when you're using the Husbandry.pro to export the information and then import it directly into Morph Market. So there you have it. Very simple, easy to use, and a really, really nice time-saving feature, I think, when it comes to that. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're a Husbandry.pro user and also a Morph Market user or seller, have you used this feature before? What do you think about it? Let me know. If you like this video, please do hit that like button, as that lets me know that you like this type of content. Like I said, I'm planning on doing a series to give a little bit more of a tutorial on how to use some of the different features within the Husbandry.pro, like using this export feature for the Morph Market data and stuff like that. Also, if you're interested in those videos, hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, hit that notification icon, as that'll let you know when I do start posting those types of videos, as I'm looking at going to twice a week soon with that extra series it mixed in. But until next time, thank you very much for joining me. I'm Jack, and you've been watching Python Addiction.